If you're a runner, you've probably been told you need strength training. And then someone hands you a 45-minute routine with 6 lifts, 4 plyometrics, and a foam roller, and a mini band. And suddenly you're basically training for the Olympics of not running and wondering when your CrossFit competition is gonna take place. Here's the truth. Runners don't need a perfect strength plan. They need a simple one they'll actually do for weeks and months and years. So if you could only do the minimum effective dose of lifting to run faster and stay healthy, this is it. Most runners fail at strength training for 2 reasons. 1, they do too much, get too sore, and their runs fall apart. 2, they do random fluff, never get stronger, and nothing changes. So they quit because it seems pointless. We're not doing that. We're gonna keep it simple because we don't have time to min-max weight training, and we like to run, not lift weights, sometimes, more or less. So we've got one simple system, one backbone, everything else is optional fluff, so it gets the act. Why even do it? Strength training matters because it can make you more efficient, AKA, it'll make you faster. Pure and simple. The same pace costs less effort, and if you think simple strength doesn't move the needle, here is one of my favorite examples. There's a study on competitive cyclists where the main strength work was basically heavy squats, 4 sets of 4 squats. Heavy, done consistently for 8 weeks. The link to the study is below. It improved their efficiency and their time to exhaustion. No magic, just strength. They got faster on the absolute bare minimum dose. Too easy. Now we're runners, not cyclists, but the principle is the same. Get stronger in a few key places, your stride costs less, and the research on runners backs this up too. Consistent strength training is strongly associated with improved running economy. There are many studies, I linked a couple of those also. I just like the cycling one because it's so simple to a point of borderline ridiculous, and we like simple. Before I go on, only about 25% of the people watching these are subscribed, so do me a favor, hit the subscribe and tap the like button so we can justify making this every week. All right, here is the plan. 2 days per week, 20 minutes, 4 movements, and we get stronger over time and more importantly, faster. That's it. No muscle ups, no writing a list of your lifts on your hand and bringing it to the gym for an hour so you can remember what you're doing and wonder why you're even there in the first place. No circus, just sweet, simple minimum dose that gives you the biggest return for the smallest headache and muscle ache. Movement number 1, the squat. You need a squat pattern. This is the compound lift for runners. Remember the cycling study? Option A, if you have a rack, do a back squat. Option B, if you don't have a squat rack, do a goblet squat. Prescription, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Stop with 1 to 2 reps in the tank. Rest for 2 minutes. If your last rep looks like a folding chair, it's too heavy. Why does this work? Strong quads plus hips means you don't collapse like a folding chair late race. Movement number 2, the hinge. You need a hinge. This is your posterior chain engine. Option A, if you have a trap bar or a barbell deadlift. Option B, if you don't, dumbbell Romanian deadlift. Do 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps, controlled down, strong up, stop when form slips. Why does this work? When fatigue hits, hamstrings and glutes protect your stride and keep you from overusing your anterior chain, your quads and stuff, preventing the chain reaction spiral of muscular exhaustion before you finish the race. You can have the biggest aerobic engine in the world, but if you don't have muscular endurance, you ain't getting very far. Movement number 3, calves. This is the runner's cheat code. Your calves and Achilles take load every single step, thousands of times over and over again. For this, we're doing the single leg weighted calf raise, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, full range of motion, slow lower for 2 to 3 seconds, slow up for 2 to 3 seconds, building tendon strength by going nice and slow. Strong calves equal free speed. Think of OG Nike Vaporflies, but permanently attached to your body. The last couple reps should feel pretty tough. I like a 25 pounder in each hand, but start low and work your way up so you don't wreck your runs until your body gets used to these. I also have little baby chicken legs, so maybe 25 pounds isn't very much. The final movement, your trunk. Not abs, stability. You want to keep your form from leaking, and form starts in the core. Option A, side plank. Option B, pull off press. Yes, I know I made a joke about resistance bands earlier, but I'm making an exception here because I'm sometimes mentally weak and planks / side planks are really freaking hard. So sometimes I'm slacking and I grab the resistance band. Better to do these than nothing at all. For these, we're doing 2 to 3 sets of 30 to 45 seconds. Perfect form, no wobble. When your trunk collapses, your stride becomes expensive. Your other muscle groups are forced to overcompensate, and you start looking like the protagonist from the Hunchback of Notre Dame mid to late race. You could argue the core is the most important part, but I don't have the science to prove it. So we'll just say it's very super duper important. How do we space this out in a training week? Here's the rule that makes this actually work. Lift on hard days, not easy days. Hard days hard, easy days easy. Because if you lift on an easy day, you've just turned an easy day into a medium day. And medium days are where progress goes to die, because they make your hard days medium days, since you can't go as fast because you didn't recover enough. Activate doom spiral and train for years and never get any faster. Okay, maybe that last part isn't true, but I like to get the same amount of progress with less burnout and less work. So Tuesday, quality run, the magic threshold session. We'll link the playlist at the end of this, plus strength session number 1. Friday, zone 2 medium length run, plus strength session 2. Sunday run day, hit your long run, sometimes with a race pace finish. Then 2 to 3 more runs at low zone 2 to hit weekly volume goals. If you're running 5 to 6 days per week, never lift heavy the day before your long run unless you want to feel bad about yourself for the entire run, followed by all day sadness and wondering how you've lost so much fitness. Trust me, sometimes life gets in the way, and I'll cram a lift in the day before a long run. It ain't pretty, just don't. Your legs and confidence will thank you. All right, here's a quick breakdown of the 2 sessions. Strength session number 1, squat, 3 sets, 5 to 8 reps. Calves, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Trunk, 2 sets, 30 to 45 seconds. Strength session number 2 is the hinge, 3 sets, 5 to 8 reps. Calves, 3 sets, 8 to 12. Trunk, 2 sets, 30 to 45 seconds. That's it, easy peasy. You can do this in a crowded gym, or if you're an introverted recluse like me, you can do it at home, half asleep. And don't forget to make sure we're progressing. Most runners lift the same weight forever and wonder why nothing changes. Here's how you progress without thinking. Pick a weight you can do cleanly, add 1 rep per set week to week until you hit the top of the range, then add a little weight and go back down, repeat. Your goal isn't soreness, your goal is in 8 weeks, you're stronger and you're running easier, AKA faster. Stop adding weight and reps 2 to 3 weeks before a race and maintain. Drop weight and reps race week. No lifting later in a race week. I'll usually do a strength session on race week Tuesday with 25% less weight and half the sets just to keep everything firing. If this helped, tap subscribe and hit me with a like. It tells YouTube to show this to more runners who might want a simple approach to training. I'm Patrick, happy training.